this video, we're going to think in more depth about the argument that concentration of ownership has reduced the diversity of viewpoints expressed through the media, as well as thinking more about the strengths and weaknesses of a free market model. A counter-argument to the position that concentration in ownership leads to a narrower range of voices is that media historically owned by Rupert Murdoch have actually accommodated political opinions that are in opposition to his own. For example, The Simpsons, broadcast on and owned by Fox TV until 2019, has long expressed opinions from the opposite end of the political spectrum to that of Murdoch. This can be seen most acutely in a credit sequence created by the British artist Banksy, which highlights, albeit through humorous exaggeration, the poor conditions of the Asian workers whom the animation of the show is outsourced to. The fact that Fox screened this show shows the way in which a diversity of opinions may be articulated through the holdings of a conglomerate, helping to support their argument that they're just servicing whatever the audience demands. However, in a free market model, diverse viewpoints are only tolerated if they have an audience big enough to be profitable, either through direct sales of goods or services, such as paying to download content, through subscriptions, and or through the sale of the audience as a commodity to advertisers. This then is a bigger issue than the concentration of ownership. It refers to the fact that the ultimate value of the media in a free market model lies in its profitability. This is seen by some to be particularly worrying when applied to news media. When news is only produced for profit, there is potentially a pressure to make it as entertaining as possible in order to maximise the audience numbers, focusing on celebrity and sport, for example, at the expense of more detailed consideration of political issues that have important implications for the public.
I've seen that guy somewhere before. You know you've made it when you've made it onto Ellen, Pete. You can watch that episode of Ellen next Friday afternoon here on TV1.
I'll be there.
We can also see evidence of this in the emphasis on sensationalist clickbait on news websites such as Stuff and the New Zealand Herald. The dependence of the media upon advertising also puts pressure on companies not to carry content that advertisers disapprove of. Such a tension became most acute in 2012 when the staff on the consumer watchdog show Fair Go on TV1 were instructed to be careful about upsetting companies that advertised during the show. The bid to maximise profits in news media has also meant that the production of news has become increasingly centralised, with a reduction in the number of local journalists and news providers across various countries, and an increase in the dependence upon national and international news agencies for stories. The outsourcing of the animation of The Simpsons to Asia is another symptom of cost-cutting in the pursuit of profit. Furthermore, it's a direct result of a neoliberal economy free of regulation in which media companies can look around the world for the cheapest labour, with little concern for the working conditions that, along with exchange rates and tax breaks, enable such cheapness. These debates surrounding the pursuit of profit and a lack of regulation have taken on a further dimension in the ownership and operation of social media, and it's to this that we'll turn in the next video.